Hello Pisces, it's June 2017 and this is your love and relationship reading. So as I shuffle, I'm going to meditate on all the questions that you have for this month. Okay, your first card is the Hermit. Second card, the Empress. I have Death. Wow, wow, wow. 3 major arcana in a row. Very strong cards here. Big transitions and changes just in your past influence. This is the first row. Next row, King of Pentacles. I have a 4 of Cups reversed. And remember, cups represent the energy of water, which is your energy. I have the Lovers. Heading into your future, 6 of Wands. King of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I will pull one last card for the outcome after the main reading. So, like I said, whoa, 4 major arcana here. The Hermit, the Empress, Death, and the Lovers. You've got water reversed right in the center. What does that 4 of Cups reversed mean? Well, for those of you who've always been watching my videos, you know this feeling sorry for yourself, emotionally withdrawn. And that's understandable based on what I've seen here in your first 3 cards. I'm seeing a lot of relationship chaos here. So Pisces, if you do feel a little detached, I don't blame you. Okay, and sometimes we need to go through these things. Sometimes there needs to be a bit of a shake-up here. Now, your card here, this 4 of Cups, was reversed. So what does that mean? Well, when these cards are reversed, it can mean that the energy of these cards actually intensifies, and sometimes it's not just the opposite of the card, because you would think, oh, well, it means that I'm emotionally closer to someone, that I'm opening up. Actually, this can mean that you're too emotionally self-conscious, you're only focused on yourself. It can even lead to a little bit of a depression or a funk. And the message from the tarot about that card is to pull out of it. Okay? Sometimes we can feel sorry for ourselves if we go through a breakup or something and we kind of just feel lost. But you don't want to stay in that for too long. Okay? You want to pick yourself back up and move forward. But the intensity of this card as a reversal means a little bit more depression, a little bit of hopelessness. Nothing is working out. You can't be bothered. Not hanging out with your friends as much. Okay, so let's look at this first row here. The Hermit. This is about loneliness, but also it's about understanding and wisdom, seeking out truth. It's just a time when you're alone and you need that time to figure things out. You know, you're not necessarily looking for advice. You're just taking time to figure out what's going on, usually when we confront problems. So Yes, this is alone time. This is healing time with the Hermit. We have the Empress, and this is a good energy to have because the Empress, it's all about your prosperity and happiness and self-esteem. And the Empress is always a diva, but also in some readings I can see her as a third party, this woman who's a seductress who interferes in a relationship as well. Okay? And so when we have death in the context of the spread, we have death, a complete breaking off, an ending. And this ending brings about change. It brings about transformation. It brings about that resurrection. After death, you start over. You begin a new life. Okay? In most cases, I think death can be a good thing because, once again, sometimes we have to confront change, whether we like it or not. Death brings that change. But the thing is, that change is for the better. Okay? The old has to go and the new has to be brought in. And sometimes the universe sees us holding on to old patterns, negative relationships that are not good for us. And sometimes we need a little bit of a kick in the pants, so to speak, to really move forward. So these are things that, when I look at them, big changes that have happened in the last few weeks. I think some of you have been going through a lot of different changes, not always just about breakups, but changes in your family relationships, changes in your work, changes in other aspects of your life. So, I'm trying to make sure I give you a general perspective, seeing that there's so many of you Pisces people who are going through these different changes in different ways. So when we get to the present energy, we have that King of Pentacles reversed. Now the kings are always in control. And they always make good decisions when they are upright. Now Pentacles, they represent the energy of the material world. Our money, our finances, our practical everyday life. So when Pentacles, and they represent Earth, when Pentacles are reversed, there can be a little bit of instability. Maybe we're looking for a new place to live. Maybe we're looking for a new job. But also, it can mean a little bit of stubbornness. Someone who's Pentacles, not only are Pentacles a very slow energy, but Pentacles can, because there's such a slow energy and they represent Earth, they represent stability and foundations, sometimes in a negative way, someone can be too stubborn. They should be flexible. Okay, it's good to be a stable force in someone's life. It's good to be grounded. But sometimes we can be so territorial that we end up being stagnant. We don't change and we don't grow. And that's important because you represent water, Pisces. And this is Earth reversed. So things are not growing the way they should. As far as your life and the things that you want to have prosper, as far as money and relationships. And maybe that has a lot to do with that Four of Cups reversed as well. Maybe you've been in a big depression because of what's happened here with the Hermit and the Empress and death. But then when we look here, we have the Lover's card. And this can be a new beginning with someone. But now things are opening up a little bit. For those of you who've gone through breakups, maybe this is about getting back together with someone. And it's interesting because the Lover's card isn't just about two people uniting. The Lover's card can be a uniting within yourself. You know, your self-esteem comes together. Your head and heart are together. Your goals and the things you want and want to manifest in your life are coming together. So this doesn't necessarily have to be the relationship, but the Lover's card is an energy that certainly prepares the way for this disconnect that I'm seeing here. Things are connecting, okay? And when you look at the Four of Cups and the Lover's card together, you know, in the Four of Cups, you do see that disconnect, especially since it's reversed. And it seems like the Lover's card is coming along to say this will all come together, okay? You will sort of start really having a love of life again, okay? You will heal. You will put this back together. Now, there's lots of fire in your future here. And maybe this is a particular person, because not only do you have this Six of Wands, this fire energy, we have someone who is victorious. And this is connected to this King of Wands. Is there someone coming back in your life? Someone who wants to come back into your life. This King of Wands, very confident, very passionate. For you Pisces people who might be connected to a fire sign, this could be very, very relevant to you. But these kings, they're very extroverted. They must have a certain degree of control. They want to control their own destiny. But in relationships, they are also very passionate and focused. And sometimes if they don't get their way, they can be very difficult to deal with, okay? Because they have that fire energy. So where does this leave you? Finally, we get this Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. And that kind of makes sense, because I think for some of you Pisces, your world, your material world has been in a little bit of chaos. Maybe some of you had to break up and move out. Or maybe this King of Pentacles was about the practical aspects of being with someone and living with someone and getting along with someone, and someone being too stubborn to change. And so when we get this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, aces are all about new beginnings, then I'm starting to see a little bit of a recovery here, okay, from this King of Pentacles. And it could be someone's energy like, let's start over, let's try to work it out, okay? And sometimes this Ace of Pentacles can be the start of a new dating life. In a relationship, I see the Ace of Pentacles with the start of going out in the physical world, meeting new people, opening yourself up to new love, okay? Lots of phone calls and going to dating sites. So with all the breakups and the hang-ups and the drama that you've been going through, Pisces, for some of you, I do see some of you just saying, you know, I'm starting over, okay? I'm putting it all behind me. Even though there might be someone still trying to hold on, okay? So let me shuffle for that outcome card. Okay, guess what? We have a Three of Wands, and that is interesting. Wands came through for you, this fire energy, for some reason. You know, it's sort of like, and 3 is a very magical number, and it's the it's also about two forces coming together to create a third. That's why 3 is a very special number. And you see these little white flowers, and you see these things growing. This is inspiration and passion coming together. So one of the things that I certainly wouldn't rule out for some of you Pisces people is that there is, you're going to be falling in love again. Some of you might reunite, okay? But I'm definitely seeing this new lease on life and someone who will be coming into your life, and things could very well click. Okay. For others, this is about being very positive, because this is the card of waiting. Okay. It's about waiting and having positive expectations for something that you want to have happened. And I certainly wouldn't rule out not only just new people, but you and someone that you did break up with, a lot of this drama that happened in your past. I wouldn't rule that out either. But this is a very positive card because it's about the future looking bright. Okay? And these little flowers, the hawthorns, these are flowers of new beginnings. They are indications that new things are growing. Okay? So this is about being waiting. It's about waiting, but it's also about waiting with expectations of things, happier times, the things that you set in motion actually happening. So Pisces, you had a lot of turbulence. You've gone through a lot of turbulence. But you're going to make it one way or the other. And your emotions have gone through a lot of ups and downs. But as we approach summer, I see a lot of this fire coming with the summer season, and a lot of new directions for you. Either new directions with someone you know, or new directions with someone new. I think you have a lot to be happy about, Pisces. Okay, so that was my reading. And as always, I thank everyone for your support and your kind comments. And those of you who are my regulars who've been getting readings, just a reminder, check out my relationship energy reading. And it's probably been one of my most successful readings. I started this type of reading in February, I believe. It's $15, and you might want to check it out. I've got such a huge positive response. And so if you decide to get a first reading from me, I would really suggest you try the relationship energy reading. It's a video reading that I can send to you that gives you an idea of what's happening between you and a current partner, or someone you're interested in, or someone that you started dating. So I hope you're enjoying the spring weather. Get ready for summer. Get ready for lots of wonderful things coming your way. And I hope to see you on YouTube. And please, by all means, contact me if you're interested for a reading. Take care, and I wish you love and light.